Joseph is a TikTok user who doesn't post very often. Most of his videos are simple, wholesome clips with him and his son. Just everyday life. But among those videos, there's one that feels completely different. While he was working on a fence around his yard, a fence he says he felt he needed to build, he ended up capturing the exact reason why. And once you see it, you start to understand. Take a look.
Look, dude, she couldn't find her way over there, so now she's over here. She's back in here trying to fucking find a way into my property. Do you see her? Look at that face. Oh my god. It's right there staring at me. Dude, how fucking scary is that shit? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? She's crawling through all this shit, bro.
Honestly, this is one of those clips that just sits with you. Not because it's dramatic, but because it is real. What makes it more unsettling is the fact that Joseph has a young son. And seeing that woman crawling through the bushes just to look into their yard, that changes everything. It's not just weird anymore, it becomes personal. At first, you can't clearly see what's happening, but once the image is zoomed in, it becomes obvious. The face and the way she stays low and hidden, it's hard to ignore. Joseph also captured a still frame from another moment, which you can see here. And without overreacting, it really does give off those old witch folklore vibes. Like something you'd hear in stories. Maybe there's a rational explanation. Maybe not. What would you have done in his place? Call the police? Confront the person? Or do exactly what he did? Build a fence and increase security? Chi Uncharted is a channel where the creator documents his explorations and, as he likes to say, I do dumb stuff. And honestly, he kind of does. He's explored all kinds of abandoned places. Some trips go smoothly, others don't. Just like this one. This time, he sets out to find a World War II bunker he discovered on some old, obscure maps. The bunker is supposedly located deep in a forest on a mountain. Not exactly an easy place to reach. The hike alone is rough. Steep terrain, thick vegetation, and at one point it looks like he may be crossing land that isn't exactly public. The clip isn't long, but it's enough to show that this adventure doesn't start smoothly. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna trespass on private property. My purpose here is that I'm gonna find a lost World War II bunker. I don't even know if it fucking exists. This road is definitely being used. It's raining a little bit. I've been following this logging road for a while, and I've got a while more. Up there is where the bunker is. It's looking like the trenches of the Great War. Wasteland. I think that this was a fire. Oh shit. Yeah, that's close. Fuck, someone's coming. Holy shit. It's him. That was fucking close. Okay, that's him. He's coming back. Oh, that's not his truck. Oh, but that's a truck. Oh, that was two other workers. I'm trying to film this real quick, because I don't know when this fucker's gonna come back.
After managing to stay out of sight from the people in the car, the real challenge begins. He has to climb. One wrong move up there, and it's no longer just a YouTube adventure. Let's see how this unfolds.
This was the worst way to do this. Let's get the fuck out. Where's my sheath? This sheath for my spear? If I fell on this, I'd die, man. Oh! Oh, yeah. Ow. I don't know where my sheath is. Okay. Dude, these brambles are overgrowing these rocks. Okay, now we're risking it. I don't know if I can get up this. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh no. This might get precarious. Yo. I don't have a choice. I have to keep going. Dude. No. Oh my god. Hold on. Ah! My shoulder cramped hard. That almost killed me, dude. This whole thing's fucked. I don't remember which way, but I'm bleeding. I think I came through there. But it's a cliff. It's a fucking cliff. So there's gotta be a way around this cliff. I just say fuck it and go through the brambles. I can get out. I know. The road's right up there. Okay, never mind. So what just happened was you probably just bore witness to my worst idea ever. What the fuck, dude? Lord have mercy, I did not expect that. That was the worst thing that I've done in a long fucking time. I would have gone there faster by taking the road, and I wouldn't have fucking nearly died. I'm not gonna be able to find this bunker with just my phone as a fucking flashlight, man. I gotta turn back. That's it.
In a way, it might be a good thing he didn't find the bunker. The route he chose was far from safe. At one point, it really did look like things could have gone wrong fast. The adventure ends as night falls. And honestly, maybe that's for the best. Sometimes pushing forward isn't bravery. It's unnecessary risk. It's a reminder that not every idea, no matter how exciting, is worth following through at any cost. The video cuts off right where you saw it. We don't see him getting back down. But since he continued posting afterward, we can assume he made it home safely. And knowing his style, there's a good chance we'll see him again. But for now, let's move on. Chris is a young guy who posts occasionally on his channel, Generic Chris. Not very often, and not really focused on one specific type of content. It's pretty random, but that's part of the charm. He loves traveling and seems like the kind of person who genuinely tries to make the most out of life. From time to time, he heads into nature, and one of those trips ended up on camera. This time, all he wanted was a quiet night in the woods. He packed his gear, headed into a forest in Germany, and quickly found a suitable spot. He set up his hammock, secured a tarp for protection, and spent a few relaxed hours just unwinding. Playing on his handheld console, enjoying the calm. Nothing unusual. Then, seeing that the weather was holding up and everything felt peaceful, he decided to take a short walk around the area. And that's when things start to shift. Let's see what happens next.
Nice, that kinda lifts the spirit a little bit and makes us a whole lot less creepy. I'm gonna enjoy this now. Sometimes you just gotta put the camera away and like be in the moment, maybe. Okay, so I am on a quick mission to find my car because I do need to get the sleeping bag. It will get so fucking cold if I don't. But I need to hurry because the sun is already gone, so it will get quite dark really quick. Bro, I would have never found this in the dark, and I wanted to cook. But a creepy thing. I just smelled someone. That sounds weird. But you know how some people, it's not like bad smell, like just body odor or like their smell. And it didn't smell like me. Oh. It is getting creepy again. Fucking weird.
After that strange moment, when he says he smelled someone else's perfume inside his campsite, Chris still decides to stay the night. He doesn't let fear take over and tries to handle it rationally. What's interesting, though, is that he leaves at 4 a.m. He doesn't wait for full daylight, and if you look at the timeline, he went to sleep around midnight. So realistically, he didn't get much rest. Maybe he didn't show it on camera, but it's hard to ignore something like that. Smell is powerful. When you sense something that doesn't belong in your space, especially in the middle of nowhere, your mind starts filling in the gaps. Thankfully, nothing else happened. Chris left safely, and that was the end of it. But it does raise the question, was staying the right call, or was it an unnecessary risk? What would you have done? Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with a friend who loves this kind of content. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's free, and it truly helps the channel grow, especially since more than 90% of viewers aren't subscribed yet. Also, tap the bell icon so YouTube actually notifies you whenever I upload something new. Alright, back to the video. Thailand Flo is another TikTok user who usually posts pretty normal content. Nothing dramatic, just everyday clips. But in one video filmed in Brindabella National Park, things feel different. He was there with his dog, Moose, and Moose starts acting strange. At first, it could be anything, a scent, a distant sound, normal forest stuff. But as night falls, the mood shifts. The dog becomes more and more alert. And when a dog that's used to the outdoors starts reacting like that, you can't help but feel something might be off. Let's see what he captured.
Without a doubt, the creepiest campsite we've been to. After arriving late to the campsite, there was nobody else there. It was very quiet, but for some reason, I just had the hairs standing up on the back of my neck, and the dog was constantly growling at different things, and heaps of animals in the surrounding nature. Not usually a scary thing, but just for some reason, this particular camp spot at this time of night just really put the wind up me.
Good girl.
It's pretty clear Moose saw and felt something in that darkness, and we get confirmation at the end, when those eyes light up between the trees. What was standing there? Still a mystery. But one thing stands out, the height of those eyes, the spacing. That wasn't something small darting through bushes. Whatever it was. It looked big. And then there's that detail about the hair standing up on the back of his neck. That reaction doesn't just happen randomly. It's instinct. When your body senses real danger, it bypasses logic. It goes straight to the amygdala. Was it just an animal? Most likely. But in complete darkness, with your dog reacting like that, it doesn't feel small. Unfortunately, we're left without answers once again. So let's move on to the final clip of tonight's compilation. Javier Castillo is a content creator from Mexico, the man behind the channel Cazadores del Oeste, a channel that has gathered quite a large audience of people who enjoy nature and especially hunting. But not just any kind of hunting, because Javier tends to focus on animals that, realistically speaking, could just as easily hunt him back, and that changes the entire dynamic of what he's doing out there. In this video, we see him accompanied by his two dogs, Chiquis and Coco, deep inside a forest that, honestly, feels a little unsettling even in broad daylight. They set out while the sun is still high, calm and confident, hoping they might encounter a bear, maybe a mountain lion, or even a pack of coyotes. During the day, everything seems normal. The forest sounds natural, predictable, almost peaceful. As the light begins to fade, the dogs slowly shift in behavior. There are faint sounds coming from deeper in the forest, not loud, not obvious, but just enough to change the atmosphere completely. And that's the moment when you realize the calm from earlier is gone. Let's take a look at what they captured.
Ajá, coyotes. Listo, ahora sí que empiece el show. También, mi gente, se me hace que me voy a poner una cámara aquí en el pecho. Porque qué tal si me sale un animal, quiero que ustedes miren todo lo que mire aquí. Y pues no voy a poder sacar la cámara luego y grabar el animal si sale corriendo, si me ataca. Así que voy a tener una cámara en el pecho. No sé si alcanza a ver bien, me disculpan si no se ve bien. Pero ahorita ando en un lugar extremo y necesito las dos manos. Come on.
After hearing the pack of coyotes, Javier and his dogs tried to track them, convinced they were close. They moved through the trees, stopped to listen, changed direction a few times. But nothing. The sounds faded as quickly as they appeared. He returned to his campsite, set up his tent, and prepared to spend the night with Chiquis and Coco. But it wasn't exactly quiet. Several times the dogs woke him up. Distant howls, footsteps in the leaves, branches snapping somewhere in the dark. Individually, maybe not alarming. Together, in a forest like that, it feels different. Javier was prepared. He had his rifle and years of experience behind him, so he never seemed truly afraid. And yet the atmosphere of that place carried a constant tension. The night passed without any direct encounter, and the hunt ended without a trophy. And that's where this compilation comes to an end. If you want to see more, check the videos on the screen. Thank you.